Hola!
Hey up everybody. I hope you've had as an enjoyable weekend as we've had.
And diverse as well, because ours has been quite diverse.
It's diverse. We've both done crap, haven't we, mate?
Yeah.
Not to put too fine a point on it.
Both had a bad weekend.
But we've enjoyed ourselves, which is what life and fishing is all about. It isn't about the movement of the sea, is it, Matt?
It's about the motion within the ocean.
It is absolutely. You start. Tell them about Saturday.
I've been building up to Saturday for a long, long time.
Have you?
It was the Angling Trust Winter League final. Took place on the Old River Nene at March and Decoy Lake. So I was fishing for the Drennan Barnsley Blacks team. And it didn't quite go to plan.
It wasn't just on the Old River Nene at March and Decoy, was it? There was some other drains.
Yeah,
as
there
well.
was some other drains. There were the 20-foot drain. The drain Benwick, which I think is the Old River Nene. And also Factory Bank.
Right.
Something called Factory Bank. But no, it was a great match. Cut a long story short, the team ended up 5th out of 34 teams, which was a good result. Won some money. I think we got about 850 quid as a team for that. But my performance wasn't great. I think I came 10th, but you said I came 9th, didn't you?
When I looked on the Angling Trust website, it said you came 9th.
Right, I must have come 9th then. 9th in my 17 peg section.
Mm.
It was frustrating though, Thomas, because I drew a peg that was a peg to the right of where I drew a few weeks ago in a practice match. And when I come away from the practice match, I felt like I'd made a few mistakes, and I thought to myself, if I go back there, I'll do a lot better. And so when I got to my peg, I thought I were here other week. I was dead confident in doing well again. Put things right that I did wrong back then. And it just never happened. Even at the end, I mean, I spoke to you on the phone and I said, I think I've done alright, didn't I?
Yeah, you said to me, I'll be top 3 in section, you know.
I didn't say that, did I?
Which I was surprised when, obviously, you weighed in.
Ignore this clampet.
And how did £10 to £11 turn in? To what was it?
I ended up weighing 2 kilo.
2 kilo.
2 kilo, 140 grams, which was just the wrong end of all the 2 kilos in the section. Because I think if I'd had 3 kilo, I'd have been 4th or something like that. But
you didn't have 3 kilos.
No, frustrating day. Big well done to Danny Grimsey, did brilliant in my section.
Yeah.
And Dave White won the section off the end peg with 6 kilo odd, caught some big rud. But it was really difficult. It was just, I don't really know what could have done different other than scratched around a lot more. Should have maybe fished squats for longer. I don't know. I didn't get many bites in the second half of the match. It's a bit like, you know, them narrow canals you fish, where you catch few fish dead quick, and it just gets harder and harder and harder as day goes on, and that's what it was like. But like I said, the team ended up 5th. We had some good results, some bad results, some mediocre results. Won some money, but the highlight of the day has got to be Ossett winning the Winter League final.
To read this team out first. They've taken Barnsley Blacks out in the last 2 Winter Leagues. And everybody said, you know, how does that happen? Well, they've taken everybody else out today. 45 points. It's up $3 grand, it's Ossett.
Absolutely over the moon with them. They're a local team to us, aren't they? From Doncaster, Leeds, fish all the way around there. And they actually fish our Winter League, where you qualify for the final. And they've beat Barnsley for 2 years running now in that. And to see them get up and win the final, absolutely awesome. They didn't just win it; they absolutely smashed it. 45 points against likes of Dorking, Starlets, Barnsley, the best teams in the country.
Absolutely brilliant. A lovely set of lads. I know quite a few of them, and they're an awesome set of people. And the other thing with Ossett, you know, as you say, they've actually got quite a good bloody track record against big teams. They've won the Division 1 National in New Junction.
They've won it twice, haven't they?
Certainly won it. I can remember winning it once. Probably have won it twice. But like the other interesting thing about them is they're not sponsored, so there's an opportunity there, isn't there, for somebody
definitely
in a tackle company to jump on board. I
tell you what, they've got some youngsters in team as well. A a right nice mix of youngsters and experienced anglers. I mean, Mark Wainwright, he's getting on now.
He's been
isn't
there around forever, hasn't he?
he? Yeah, he must be, what is he now, 70, 80-year-old Mark?
He's going on, isn't he?
Yeah,
Bless him. And we've got Kyle fishes from him, doesn't he?
Kyle Wainwright, he's one of the young guns. Ben Taylor.
Brilliant.
No, I don't think Kyle fishes for him, does he?
Thought he did.
No, I think he fishes for one other team.
Oh, right. But anyway, they've got a very good set of young anglers, and as you
Massive
say,
well done for winning.
a mixture of experience and youth.
Yeah, they were dead chuffed, and to finish the day off, I got a nice little interview with Johnny Benson, the captain, and here he is. Well, I'm here with Ossett captain Johnny Benson. Ossett have won today's Winter League final here on the River Nene, March and Decoy Lakes. John, absolutely massive congratulations.
Thank you very much, Matt. That means a lot coming from you. Yeah, very good. We're of at moon. We're of at moon.
Good, I bet you are. You strike me as like a proper bunch of lads. You're really close. You actually won the Winter League that my team fished in, and then today smashed the final. What do you put your success down to?
Just talking, and all lads tell each other everything, and we just work it out and pull together, basically.
Put a bit of time in practicing as well, have you?
Yeah, with 3 days on 3 different sections, and then just worked it out on that. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's just pulled together today. It's just worked out perfect.
Well, it's fully deserved. You boys haven't even got a sponsor, have you?
No, not yet. No.
Well,
we'll keep looking, but
I'm sure you'll be picked up very soon, mate.
I
Again,
hope so.
big congratulations. I'm chuffed to bits
Thanks,
for you, mate.
Matt. Top man.
And then it was your days fishing on Sunday, yesterday on the Gloucester Canal, wasn't there?
I actually had a lovely day's fishing yesterday. Very frustrating though.
Why?
I'm going to nail my colours to the mast. This
Yeah.
is the mast, and my colours getting nailed to him.
Yeah.
Underperformed
You reckon?
massively.
Go on.
Well, I drew peg 1.
Peg
at
1?
At Hempstead.
Is that peg 1 meaning the end peg?
Well, I say an end. It would be an end peg if you hadn't got a big bloody bridge
Oh,
right
no.
next to you. And this bridge goes up and it goes down as the barges come through it and boats come both ways. Honestly, quite unbelievable. And why any fish would want to live there, I haven't got the foggiest idea.
No.
But no, to be honest, I did fancy it. Obviously, an end peg, you do fancy it. Ian Didcott said to me in the morning he thought it'd be alright for a few fish.
Yeah.
And I've just had a really strange day. I actually drew peg 2 on the Gloucester Canal. The first time I ever went, which was last summer practicing for the National. So I got an idea what the area was like. And that day, I had a lovely day. I caught some little pommies and hybrids on a top 4. We've got about 7 foot of water there.
Yeah.
And then I caught a big bream late on. I think I had £11 or something like that.
Nice.
Which we did really well, you know. And so I thought, you know, there's obviously bream in the area and smaller fish. So I just wanted to feel my way in. I fed a mix, mainly leam and soil, with plenty of joker in it. On all my lines, really. Because I didn't want to be too, you know, discriminate, really. I didn't want to put a skimmer mix in case there were roach. But I didn't want to put really roachy bits in case there were...
You wanted to make sure you caught everything, sort of thing.
When it's like that, I always think a nice mix of leam and soil. After all, joker's what you want to eat, I always think.
Yeah.
So I fed it like that. And I've caught a lot of little pommies. Little pommy hybrids. I've had a few roach. And I've had 2 nice perch as well on the short pole. But, do you ever get a feeling when you're just off the pace all day? And the reason was, you know, you get a few bites on bloodworm, and we were thinking about with a few skimmers and bream and that. When it went quiet, I sort of sat for 10 minutes. You know, rather than thinking, if you know you're fishing for roach, you think, oh, gone quiet, top up.
Yeah.
But then I'm thinking, oh, there's a bream coming? Has a skimmer moved over? Is there some...
Yeah.
You know, and just probably in my own head, that mystique of fishing the Gloucester Canal, which is renowned for all these big fish, these big perch, these big skimmers, bream, zander. I'm thinking, you know, on that long line, I'm not trying to catch a big fish as such, but when it went quiet, I'm giving myself a chance of it, if that makes sense. So rather than scratching about like I should have all day, I've probably spent 2.5 hours of the 4-hour match working hard and catching little fish.
Yeah.
And the other bloody hour and a half just sat there like a lemon. And it cost me in the end. I've had £3, 8.5, and Jay Scrivener has won our section with £4, 2.
Ooh.
So I should have had that.
Bit more scratching around, and you're there, aren't you?
Absolutely. But the interesting thing was, further along, there was some roach caught. And quite a number of roach. Phil Stone won the match. He caught £8, 6, something like that, of quality roach, fishing next to the boat. There was like a boat next to him. Caught fishing off the end of that. Lee Wright, my teammate, was next to him. He was second.
Nice.
And then Jay, then there was somebody else, and Jay were next to him, and they all caught a few, nice stamp roach. So they're obviously in there, you just need to work out how to catch the buggers.
It's a weird venue, isn't it, that? Because it's really big, really deep. I went on a feature with Ian Didcott there a few weeks ago. It's just massive, and you think, it must be full of fish, and you can sometimes see them topping, can't you? But can't catch them, there's just that much water. It's hard to pin them down, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an interesting place, isn't it? So,
that Census Challenge will be interesting in a few weeks,
I think it'll be brilliant. It's next week, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it'll be brilliant. I'm really, really looking forward to it. Really enjoyed it. I think it's such an interesting venue.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I think it's going to be absolutely rock hard in a lot of places, but
Sortmen out from boys, won't it?
I don't even think it's that. I think it'll probably be very patchy. I was talking to a friend on the phone earlier, and I said on the Gloucester, I can remember in the practice matches for the National and on the National, it doesn't matter how good you are, it doesn't matter how sorted out you've got it, you can blank and the bloke next to you can catch £50 on there, can't you? And it's just how it is, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
There are things to be worked out, which is why the best teams sometimes, normally, win.
We've got any more gossip for him?
Gossip. Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. You better tell him it's your news, not mine.
My news.
Yeah. Don't hold it back. You've teased them with it now. Just tell them. Come out with it. Come out with it.
Go on.
Tell them. I can't tell them. It's yours. It's not mine. Not for me to tell, is there?
I can't remember what it is. We had a nice week, didn't we? Nah then. We have got something to tell you about here.
Well, if you're not going to tell them that, then you,
Went on a little road trip, didn't we?
Went south, didn't we? Went
Yeah,
to Whiteacres, Newquay. Shot a feature with Andy Power. Feature with Grant Albutt. Lovely, lovely man, Andy Power. Really enjoyed his company.
He's not as nice as Grant Albutt.
He is.
Would you like more Grant Albutt or Andy Power?
He's just different, that's all.
Who do you like more?
I'm not saying.
I like Grant more.
Oh, I think that's a horrible thing to say.
I don't like Andy.
I love Andy.
You were picking on me.
Don't blame him.
Called me Ginger.
Well, you are Ginger.
He isn't all.
But he says you were a gobby.
Did he?
Yeah, he
Well,
never shuts up.
He won't give me any...
And he couldn't believe that you rang him after the Winter League final and told him you got £10 and you won your section and you come back with them crap points.
Andy Powers was the
That's
only
what he said to
member,
me. I know he was.
member of Drennan Barnes to win his section.
He said, I can't believe Matt told me after the match he'd got £11 a roach and come back.
Some sparting off going off here and there.
Should we leave them to it?
Yeah. But we had a good week. In fact, should we leave them with a tip from Grant Albutt?
Yes, let's do that.
Here's a tip from Grant Albutt from our little trip to Whiteacres this week.
And we will see you on Monday.
Toodle pip, folks.
Oh, look at that. Friday.
Well, we're here today, folks, with the second best looking man in angling, because Matt Godfrey's the best, obviously, Mr. Grant Albutt. We're on Trelawney Lake at Whiteacres. We've come for a midweek trip down south. And he's absolutely slaying them. It's unbelievable, really. It's freezing cold. It was 3 or 4 degrees this morning. And he's catching 5 metres out. Lovely big golden F1s. Look at them fish. You enjoying yourself, mate?
Mate, it's ice.
Tell me a little bit about what you're doing.
Well, we started off fishing casters down the edge and sort of catching a bit of everything, like. And then I plumbed up at like 5 sections. I've just loose fed a few maggots, and obviously loose feeding. I see a few swirls. I've been catching a few on the bottom, and just quite shallow. I like a bit of shallow fishing. And we ain't looked back, to be fair. It's been solid. Obviously, there's a few roach in with them as well. But I mean, the F1s are fantastic. They're beautiful fish. We've had them up to £4.
Thought it were a carp, that big
Yeah.
one, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
And is this a method you use a lot down here at Whiteacres, Grant?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people know me for fishing shallow and stuff. But obviously, these are with casters. It doesn't matter. Maggots, casters. Meat. It's all the same thing. It's all about the feeding.
Yeah.
And it's about just keep throwing a bit in and just keep them up in the water. If you just keep chucking an odd one in, oh, beautiful. Just an odd caster, it keeps them up. You stop feeding, they'll drop back down.
Yeah.
But the great thing about it is you can build a weight very quickly. As you can see, I know we're on here on our own and that, but it's the same principle. It makes a difference if you're doing a match. It's all about keeping that bait going in. and just keeping them up in the water. It's a great method. And like, you know, look at the weather we've got today. I mean, the sun's out, it's nice and warm, but it's still winter.
Yeah.
And we're catching them shallow.
Can't believe how often you actually feed him, mate. I mean, this video's been on for 2 and a bit minutes now, and you've probably fed 10 times.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is as well, you get them there now, just 3 or 4 casters and throw them in. Just keeps them, so when you go back in next chub, you hopefully there'll be one waiting for you.
Absolutely stunning. Well, we'll not get any more away. If they want to find out some more about what you've been up to, they'll have to check it out in Pole Fishing magazine next month.